Mame fa na say ma PENDREAM TV. PENDREAM TV de o say dem yopo.
I was for your mama kwaba at the mobile PENDREAM TV so me patch over pebon. Modern so subscribe to the channel, like video, no share to other platforms. Famayin. Abushia and ne and come your person you know at train and I did bro no if free or man penny John Dramani Mahama any new Ibrahim Mahama. Na Ibrahim Mahama akwaka assembly na wakodi nkomo bi ewo interview bim na abushia mobo utie nkomo na mobo kwanya Ghana for especially politicians edi papa wi afaso because of ne bra Mahama and the fact say ono baby o started so obo ne bra anani nua ne bra akrampo sabi enye na adwen say obewura politics mu na waka ensem bebre abusua Ibrahim Mahama ka ensem bebre na saa nsem yi na mepese yekọ na yekutie enkomo no sede osisi atwetwe enkomo no esifaaye na yeba yatoaso yenkomra.
I started my business in 1996-97. At that time, John Mahama was now thinking of, he even didn't think, was now thinking of becoming, he used to work in Plan International then when I started my business. And he was now thinking of becoming an MP. And he picked up the form and became an MP. So I was who I was, and a lot more of the NPP even know this. But the ones who want to create mischief are the ones who throw it in there. I became successful much more in Kufuor's time because I had nobody hanging around my neck. I rather regressed when my brother became vice president. And thinking, that's why I keep warning that one was to do politics. It became a problem for me even in my business. Where even I thought they would be nice to me, they were worse to me. Today, NPP is in power. I likely won't get favors, but I'm even doing better than I was doing when my brother was president. Because you can't come to me and come in with that foolish talk, oh, this, that. I'm not interested. My well-being is to make sure that Ghanaians succeed. Just about 2 weeks ago, I've employed at least about 3,000 Ghanaians to work for me. I'm more of a problem solver. I don't need any award from any government institutions. I pay more tax than any Ghanaian in this country. Yet those who don't pay tax would insult me as if they contribute to this country. I don't do government jobs to take money from government. If there's any job that I would do for government, that is a job that has been difficult for any contractor to do. That's what I'll do. But currently, I have created at least 5,000 tables for people to eat. And I want somebody to do better than me. And that's what our goal as a country. The political seasons will come. 2016 came, 2020 will come, 2024 will come, 2028 will come. Does that mean that we shouldn't work? I'm asking, does that mean we shouldn't focus on work? So let the politicians do their politics and let's do our business. Okay? But I want to set the record straight that I was who I was. I was successful. That's why I can chop my money without looking back and thinking that Amidu is coming to call me. And that's the confidence I do have. I don't go any place fearing my shadow, running away from my shadow. So, gentlemen, when I started business, John Mahama hadn't even picked up his forms to become an to do is to focus and start your own business. Starting your own business you don't need $1 million to start. I started with $10,000 for what I was going to do. Yours would not be even $5,000. And if we all begin and support this cause of helping students, even if it's 20, and that 20 can help another 20, and that 20 can help another 20 or 50, Ghana will be a better place. But we churn out a lot of graduates, and what happens is that they have no direction. They're looking for jobs in government, but government also can't employ everybody. So what we need to do is, there's so much other students who didn't come to university, and they can be good artisans for us to create wealth with them and share with them. And I feel that's what we need to be, leaders as we leave the university, to manage such, or go back into our communities and begin to look for a lot of the unemployed for us to be able to have a certain direction. Agriculture is key, but everybody feels that doing agriculture is a laborious job. It's not. You need to put your cost build up together. You need to learn certain things. Ghanaians, we never are so technical to know what our cost is. We should be able to rent a tractor to plow an acre, and then say, if we plant an acre, how many tons of produce would we harvest? And how much would that sell on the market? Be it high season or low season, use the low season price, and we'll get a return. But unfortunately, we all want the office jobs. But I can tell you this for nothing, that the office jobs don't pay like the field jobs. The office jobs is a glorified job where you wear tie, coat, go and sit down, you'll be sweating, but you are still wearing it. And you can see my dressing. I've not even tagged it in because I have nothing to present to anybody. I am who I am. Take me for what I am. If not, move on. So that's the attitude you should have. Another thing is focus. When you finish, let's go and have fun, let's do this. But remember, your turning point in life is 25, 26. If you don't put that focus together, you might lose it. And what you all have learned here, we haven't learned it. But what we are applying there is just common sense. In every business, it's common sense. Look at the risk factor, look and see either you're throwing good money to bad money. I have a $10,000. What do I do with it? If I put it in this business, can I turn 50,000? Yes. It likely will come this week. Likely 2 months. But the typical of it is that somebody will say, let me go and build a house when you are building a business. If you begin, most of the money you need to use to build a company is building a house that if you rent, you even cover the cost of your capital. But unfortunately, our local content laws don't work. If they did, so many Ghanaians would be in business. Today, I'll give you the example. We as Ghanaians always complain that foreigners have come to take our business. But we make them take our business. Let any of you try and start a business competing with a foreigner. Your own Ghanaians will bring you down. Your own Ghanaians will bring you down. I'm saying this with some experience. We have in this country always castigated to say that no Ghanaian has been in the business of building a cement plant. Yet both NDC and MPP are guilty of that crime. When we go out there and try and put our country forward, because of politics, we'll bring the Ghanaian down. But time. All of you here have a destiny. And your destinies are bright. You can do better than you are even dreaming of doing. But we limit our Ghanaians and we push our foreigners. So what hope do we have? But what I'll say to you to console yourselves is what you've learned in this school will help you. But nonetheless, keep a certain focus and stay away from the politician. Stay away. I'm saying this from my in-gut feeling. Stay away from the politician. Ghana is so big, even if you catch fish, you sell. Even if you throw corn on the street, it will grow. If you go and you start palm plantation, you will be successful. But we limit ourselves to feel that we need to go and work for government. You don't need to work for government. Or when I finish school, I want to go and work for SNIT. When I finish school, I want to go to the police. When I finish school, I want to go to the customs. Because my father has a customs friend who is making money. Those are all the defeatist entry points. Try and be your own boss. Keep a certain demeanor. Make friends out there. Certain things your lecturers won't teach you. Your lecturer won't teach you to be nice to somebody. He likely will teach you, but it is you, your attitude. Oh, I don't like friends, I keep to myself and stuff. No. Try and share your ideas with others. Don't think they'll steal it. If it were easy, you would have been doing it. Let them give you the pitfalls and let you know whether, and he might likely have an experience that he will share with you. I want to sell mango. Oh, Kweku sold mango. The mangoes got rotten after 5 days. So he lost money. You learn from that mistake. Amma sold Gary. Unfortunately, the Gary was ABC. You learn from that. But you never put your plans together. If that plan was easy, somebody will be doing it. In this country, you ask yourself, Cocoa Board, we import at least about $40 million worth of jute sacks. I'll give you just small street sense. We import about $40 million worth of jute sacks, maybe more. Where is the jute grown? When you travel from here to Aflao, you notice there's a plain. Nothing grows there. These are research you can do. Where do we import the jute bags from? We import them from Bangladesh. So I want any of you to finish here and come and tell me, Mr. Mahama, I want to go to Bangladesh and go and learn how they do the jute bags, how they plant the jute, grass, how they harvest it. In this country, we have a lot of rivers. Some of you should go to, Thailand, and learn how they do fish caging. You put cages in the river, running river, you buy seedling, fingerlings, you put it in there. If you go to the village, if any of you come from, let's say, along the Volta.
I was for Ibrahim Mahama. Ura Ibrahim Mahama eda yakutie nkomwa na ote forum biase a one emabunu ekasa na busia utie ensam no a wa nye obi ne be ka che papa yi wa bobra and these are some of the people that Ghanaians was a celebrity omo. We num sa and was a Ghana. Ye show man munyam nanka ikura mu yi. Anso so. Esan omine continent ayabi pie suntino. Such a person ye be antagonizing no ye the politics. Ye be kanashe, ye be twina sign, ye be say no adi intra because ni nua a politician ewo ɔman nim abusua ɛwɔ sɛ ɛbrɛdu sɛ Ghana for yɛma yɛni ɛba yɛn ho so na deɛ wɔse yɛyɛ na ɔman no tumi ɛfa ne ntoma pa fira no ɛtumi ɛkɔ so hwɛ papa yi nsɛm a ɔka kwan a Ghana for ankasa de na afa so including ɔno ankasa ne bra party a ne bra wo mu anka mɛka ne sɛ enka obi bɛka sɛ o bra badia ne ho son obenya osika ne ho ade bat abusiafo sɛ ne bra mpo ba ɛsɛ saa bre no mu no ɛna kyɛ sɛ adwuma kura bɔn te sɛ dwonso aba akokɔ because ɛnyɛ no akɔnno sɛ ɔbɛkɔ akɔgye aban adwuma bi afiri ne bra mambuom na akɔba ne sɛ obi kura bɛkɔ akɔgyina ba bi akɔka sɛ ɛyɛ conflict of interest meanwhile nipa yɛka no ho asɛm yɛka ne expertise a Ghana ha yɛni ne size abusua yɛni ne size yɛni obi a yɛbɛtumi de n'atoto papa yi ɛba no construction. There is no Ghanaian company, even foreign companies yɛde ɔmo ba kurom ha. Some of them end up leaving some construction works ɔmo machines ni ɔmo ankasa ɔmo expertise ntumi nyɛ agye si akɔfa engineers and planners a ɛyɛ Owura Mahama Ibrahim Mahama ne dia na ɔmo aba na ɔmo be make sure so ɔmo be solve the problem. Show nipa yi ɛwɔ saas nipa bi sei ɛwɔ ɔman nim na nso so ɔman Ghana ato na sauron yɛmfa ne nyɛ hwee all because ne bra bi a politician Ghana ɛyɛ ɛnso utie asɛm a wɔka na wɔsɛ Ghana ha there is nobody sikani bia ni hɔ a otua tax ɛkyɛn ɔno papa wo onkasa basa o sɛ mo amunim sɛ the least person abom so oyabo ana akotena be wi o kamfo no ho o person o kyerɛ sɛ wo sika debi he's not that type what is any bra Mahama pepe they don't boast of what they can do or what fans and they are or what they have. They don't boast. But on one kasama Ghana for what I say Ghana there is no Ghanaian. Sikani bia ni ho. If you despite no so why bobo mu dimension them. Sikani bia ni ho a utua tax. Echen Ibrahim Mahama. Whether ne bra or power or ne bra or position, there is no any Ghanaian a utua tax a chain. As I for we need that join news live. Enye platform ketwa no wote so. Nti asem bi oka no onim de oka. Ena utie nkomo no a ubehu se he's been honest abusua obi a otua tax chen Ghana ni bia okrum ha obi a okuta expertise chen Ghana ni bia okuta work construction company ewo oman ne branti na ye mafia no ti se nyon no ankasa ne modern money ni edin ena nka bia na juma panti otumi nya adwuma ahodo free other countries a na chesenke ya send life MPP for ba na ye ani asano onmo ye twitwa ne 19 ye twitwa ni bra party so ba eno so yes o branti anhwe ya na conflict of interest na fan kusi he na opese o branti o adwuma no kra no ye no kusi ano agye free ensam enti eno mponti no ono wa na anwe so onko ho abusua ebra so se wo se moma yi nyina ye ni ba ye ho so na ye make sure say this kind of people, no, they beg kura umuye. They push you. Me nimbi bia isi hu kwan. Se Mahama ban e wo se oma hu kwan ma papa yi eye adwuma ni bi. Yati krom ha. Yenim kwan a omampanyina kufu ado fa so bebu ne man. Ba ye ne nkrofo na wo appoint omo Ghana for ka se nya hwe. Na ye wura fi se omampanyina kufu ado na agina simpie so ye campaign tia Mahama se no ye family and friends government or ye family and friends government no ba o me family and friends. Obeduru ya no afa ne cars ne ma minu ba. As Kenofuriata, or Befan as finance minister Kenofuriata. Obedru ya and an offer say Gabi Ochredakon or yen de facto prime minister. Obedru ya on one casa and offer say as Antibedia 2 or Tamano didn't quote na Jubilee. Now Flagstaff House. Ninuya Bounty. We not take it over. Oshe abain mani nuyana monkwa. Ufuriata, the former road minister. Abusia 4 and was a saomo and odin omo uchan husiaye. Mahama nkwa die. Ninuya bako pa. Owo no omaimu ha. Ya onka na abain humpo. Unya contract we say, hey, I didn't think you come on contract. Abusian 4, me did be me come say. This time, now I was even expecting some command Pini Mahama, ebe manu a ministerial appointment. But ya ko say, eye Ibrahim Mahama watra eye ministerial appointment, watra minister. Ne level no watra minister on fa minister enye hwe watra ho asankante sa ka this man ka wose ye no minister of Abia trade and industry and as a minister of local government, minister of this or that. Abusia mumma ye ma ho kwan ma wono mo anyame ama mu nimdi a omode ye business ye and take it over. Me ebeye me de senka me da sorry na me hu 2025 ye ko 2028 na ka NDC for ko congress akope flag bearer na oye Ibrahim Mahama so unity say ono so ko contest ka be ye de okrum ha enka be ye de and Kebeye nothing stops this man to become president. Abusuya, mumma ye hwe bribi na ye moye de ho ban. Na o man no ye ma ye nyina. Aha, eye PENDREAM TV. Make sure so because subscribe to the channel, no like the video no, and share to other platforms. MIN. Edamasi.
Manever I say ma PENDREAM TV. PENDREAM TV there, I see them yopo.